So in this program where we used this insertion operator coupled with this object of OFStream class to write the data to the file, we created two strings, S1 and S2, and these strings had all the characters with no space between them. But what will happen if I put a space here and write something else? For example, C++ and C. So here there are two spaces. Okay, so let us run it. Okay, so the program executed successfully. Now let us try to read this. Okay, so here we have character, integer, double, S1 and S2, two strings. Okay, so here we are reading them in the same order. So let us run it. So now CH is giving us A, I is giving us 100, D is giving us 15.15, S1 is reading C++, then we put a space, okay, and S2 is reading AND. Okay, so it means the scheme which we are using here to read the strings is not effective. We are not able to read the strings which have spaces between them. So what is the solution to this problem then? So the solution I will explain in this example. So let us include f string, okay, and then using namespace std. Int main, and in the main program let us create output file stream of, and let's name this class test2.txt, and now I want to write the string which has space. Okay, so C++ and C programming. Okay, but as we saw that let us first check the contents of test1. In test1 it is we are able to write C++ and C programming. Okay, so when we are writing there is no problem, but when we are reading this we have a problem because this input stream treats this space as a delimiter. It means it will consider C++ as one string, then AND as another string, C as another string, programming as another string. Okay, so we do not want that. We want the program to treat this as only one string. Okay, so the solution is put a delimiter, another delimiter here. So here I have put \n. Okay, so let me write some other statement. What should I write? Sant Longoval Institute of Engineering. Okay, so here again I have put \n, and then at the end we put return 0. So we are writing these strings in a particular format, and that format is first write the string and then at the end put a new line. Okay, so same is here in the second string. Okay, so let us run it. no such file or directory. Hash include f stream. Let's also include stream. So let us run this file. So it has run successfully. It means we have written two strings in the file test2.txt. So this is test2 and these are the two strings which we have written, and both the strings are in different lines because we have delimited those lines using this new line character \n. Okay. So in the previous program, we created a file in which we put two strings and those two strings were terminated by \n. Okay, and now in this program we will read those two strings. Okay, so here first let us see what happens if we try to read using this normal extraction operator. Okay, so we will create if stream object if1. The name of the file is test2.txt. Okay, and then if1, let us declare two strings, string s1 and s2. Okay, so if s1 and s2. Okay, and then cout s1 and cout s2. Okay, so it is only reading C++ and, okay, because it is treating the character strings which are separated by space as different strings. Okay, so we do not want this. So what is the solution then? So let me first comment these things out. We do not need these things. For that we will use getline function. So how to use this getline function? First of all, we will create a constant max equal to 100. So I will tell what this constant means in a moment. Then char buffer max. So here we are creating a buffer of characters. So the data which we will read from the file will be stored into this buffer. The maximum size of this buffer is 100 characters. Okay, and then this is the file which we want to read, test2.txt, and it has been opened using an object if1 of class ifstream. Okay, now how to read? For that we will use a while loop, and here we will put a condition while if1 dot e of eof. Okay, so it means that while we do not encounter the end of file, so we do not know where the file will end, we do not know how many strings the file contains, so therefore this loop will continue till we reach the end of the file. So while not if1.eof, okay, while we do not reach the end of this file. And here inside we will use if1 dot getline function. Getline, and this getline function will take two arguments. the buffer into which we want to read the data, and the maximum size, that is the maximum number of characters which this getline function will read. Okay, so this getline function will read the data, the string from the input file until it encounters a new line character. Okay, so it will not stop at space, it will stop at new line character. Okay, so it will treat the strings separated by new line as different strings instead of the strings separated by a space. Okay, and here let us print the buffer. Okay, and at the end we have returned 0. Okay, so let's run it. So it is reading C++ and C programming, then Sant Longowal Institute of Engineering and Technology. So it is reading correctly, but here we need to put an ENDL to separate the two strings. So these are the two strings it is reading, and this while loop will stop automatically when it reads the second string, because at the end of the string it will reach the end of file, and this condition, while not end of file, it will become false. Okay, so this is how we can read the data, read the strings using the getline function in case your strings have space between them. Okay, your string has characters which are separated by a space, and this getline function takes two arguments: the buffer into which you will read the data and the maximum size of the data which you want to read, and it will automatically read until it encounters a new line.